Guys. I know a lot of these backgrounds look the same. That's because of I'm trying to like batch produce my videos so that I can do one every day. And this is kind of the documentation of that journey on YouTube. But yeah, if you are liking the kind of stuff I'm posting, or you want to tell me more about what you would like to see, you can comment and reach out to me and tell me. Also, if you haven't followed yet, please follow. There's a link down below of my community for guys called Strive, which is a brotherhood for you to crush your 30-day goals week on week through masterminds, challenges, and networking with high value and high network men. Yeah, so if a little bit also sounds interesting to you, click the link below and I will see you in the community. What I want to focus on today is how I went from being overwhelmed with all the work that I had in order to build this community actually to being super productive like I am right now, and really committing and doing the things that I tell myself I would do, and just respecting myself for that. So what happened was, a couple of weeks before, when I was building the community, I was building it on school, putting out content on a day-to-day basis, sharing it with guys in the network. But usually when you start something new and you put it out there and you don't see immediate response, or you don't see people who, or they might be interested but they don't click the buy button and really get your program, or join the community, it's sometimes disheartening and also demotivating, and therefore that becomes overwhelming, because then you start to think, what else do I need to do in order to make this work, right? And I was in that loop for a couple of times when I was trying to figure out, okay, do I need to add automations to my Instagram? Do I need to change the content I put on YouTube? Do I need to let's say start a new email marketing campaign? I don't know, whatever that may mean. But I just was super overwhelmed, and then I wanted to make that mindset shift so I wasn't in that loop, and then just break through to actually put in the work that would add value. So this video is about that. So I want to say, if you find yourself stuck in such a rut, it's absolutely normal and okay to be in that position, and everyone faces it. I know friends who are, sorry about that, building businesses, and who feel that every third day, like they don't have any idea what they're doing, but that they just stay consistent because they believe in their future goal or the result that they intend to have. So I would say, number one, start by talking to the thoughts that pop up in your head. So let's say on a particular day you wake up and you feel like demotivated to work, or you feel like you're not worthy of the goal that you want to strive towards, and it's normal, I feel that way too. I would say pause and really think about why your mind says that, because as you know, a lot of the thoughts that we have are framed from our subconscious when we are younger, and it's very difficult to change that in a conscious state. So if you don't feel worthy of it, I would say sit back, think about all the things that you don't have any idea about, like what you can't figure. For me, let's say for example, for the community, I was like, no guys are joining, I'm not getting sales. Started thinking, why is that not happening? A few activities popped up. Maybe I need to reach out to more guys, maybe I need to have a better sales script, maybe I need to do XYZ, something else alternatively, right? So you'll start getting these answers, and when you get these answers, you'll realize that all this is stuff that you can figure out. Like, none of this is stuff that there are no answers to, because people before you and after you are still doing it. So finding the answers is not difficult. It's about the effort, whether you want to put that in order to get the answers. So just talking to yourself, identifying where you're bullshitting yourself, where is it that you're saying lies to yourself. And a lot of it comes down to self-love and not being harsh on yourself and about what you feel. Just having the peace and the momentum inside to be like, one day at a time, I'm gonna go today, go out, be the best version of myself that I can, do the best work, and come back home and celebrate that, and then see the next day the same way, rather than having this big term goal in your head. Yeah, I've learned this the hard way in the last couple of weeks, but want to put it out there. Second, I would say is, if you're in a supreme state of being overwhelmed, like, pause, maybe don't do anything for one day. I know more than that seems like you're being unproductive, and a lot of high performance people find that uh, scary. Even I did. I was like, if I do that, then I'm just like a quitter. But no, it's not like that. It's more about, if you give yourself the time to pause and take that 1 day break, it gives you a lot of mental clarity on how to move forward. And I would also say utilize the time to talk to people, like how I spoke about the accountability bit in the previous videos. Take the time to speak to a friend or someone who's working on their business. Talk to them. What do they feel like? What do they do when they feel this way? um, a lot of people have been in my support in those times, like my parents, and they say that, my mom said this, that if not you, no one else can do it. And that kept on boosting my motivation, that like my parents have backed me, who else do I have to fear, right? So yeah, shout out to my mom and my dad for that supreme respect, and also my sister, who's always been supporting on this journey. And lastly, in order to get out of this state, I would say understand where is it that you want to go. I had a meeting recently, and I mentioned this before as well, with an e-com expert. And something that he said, which was cool, is how he had like a vision board, a system for the next 1 year, the next 5 years, the next 10 years. And it always was about where he wants to be in the future. So it never felt like, I would say, he never got complacent in his work. It's more like a mind map or a dream map as to what does your every hour of your day look like in order to have the dream day, and what do your dream days look like to have the dream month, and then how does that month add up to the entire year, and then several years, and then by kind of like reverse engineering yourself or inverse goals, that in order to get there I need to do XYZ, so now I need to do XYZ in order to get there. So it's kind of as simple as that, as I see it. But yeah, a lot of people design it in that way, some do it in a different way, but that's for you to decide. So yeah, so the three things that practically help me from going from overwhelmed to super productive, like today, the third day in a constant row where I'm sitting to make 3 YouTube videos in order to complete this challenge of posting 1 video a day. So yeah, number 1, talk to yourself, talk to your thoughts, ask yourself why you feel in a particular way. Number 2 is keep accountability partners around you, whether that's family, someone building with you, friends, whoever it may be. And 3 is really understanding where you see yourself in the next 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. Yeah, I think that would really help. So that's about it from today, from this video. As I said, you can check out Strive, the links below, and yeah, Godspeed.